Once upon a time, in a vibrant village nestled by the edge of a great forest, there lived a kind and joyful woman named Kwena. She was known throughout the village for her laughter, her gentle heart, and her unending love for her people. Everyone adored Kwena because she always had a smile for everyone, and no matter how hard things were, she found a way to make others laugh. Kwena lived with her daughter, Amora, who was also known for her warm spirit. The two of them made a perfect pair. Kwena's laughter was like music, and Amora's kindness was like sunlight, spreading warmth to everyone they met. They were poor, but they never lacked anything because they had each other and the love of the village. One bright morning, as Kwena was sweeping the yard, an old woman appeared at her door. She was hunched over, her clothes worn and tattered, and she had a deep, wise look in her eyes. "Kwena," the old woman said, "I have been watching you. Your laughter fills the air, and your kindness fills the hearts of the people in this village. I have a gift for you." Kwena was surprised but smiled kindly. "A gift? I have nothing to give you in return, but I will accept your kindness with gratitude." The old woman handed her a small, intricately woven basket made of golden thread. It shimmered in the sunlight, and despite its small size, it seemed to radiate warmth. "This basket," said the old woman, "will bring you joy, but it comes with a choice. You may keep the joy for yourself, or you may share it with others. But be careful, the more you share, the more it grows, and the more it grows, the more it will test your heart." Kwena's eyes sparkled. "I will share it with everyone, for joy is meant to be shared. I want the village to be as happy as I am." The old woman smiled and nodded. "Then it is yours. But remember, true joy comes from giving with a pure heart." And with that, the old woman vanished, leaving Kwena standing with the golden basket in her hands. Kwena didn't waste any time. She rushed to the village square, where everyone gathered in the mornings. She held up the basket and announced, "Today, I share my joy with all of you." As she spoke, the basket shimmered and a soft, glowing light began to pour from it, filling the village with a warm, golden glow. The villagers felt an overwhelming sense of happiness, and their hearts filled with laughter and love. They danced, sang, and celebrated, for the joy in their hearts was contagious. From that day forward, Kwena shared the basket with everyone. Each time she gave, the joy seemed to multiply, bringing laughter and happiness to all corners of the village. People who had once been sad or troubled found themselves smiling, and the village, once filled with worries and hardships, became a place of peace and joy. But as the days passed, Kwena began to notice something strange. The more she shared the joy from the basket, the greater the joy became, but so did the challenges. Some of the villagers, inspired by the magic of the golden basket, began to expect joy to always flow from it. They started to ask for more, and soon, Kwena found herself overwhelmed. Some became jealous of others who received more joy, while others started to take the joy for granted. One day, Amora noticed her mother was not smiling as brightly as usual. She approached her and asked, "Mother, why do you look so sad? You've given so much joy to the village, but now it seems as though you are burdened." Kwena sighed, "I have shared all that I could, Amora. But now, some people no longer appreciate the joy they receive, and others want more than I can give. I feel as though the joy is slipping away." Amora thought for a moment and then smiled. "Perhaps, Mother, the true gift is not in how much joy we give, but in how we give it. You've shown the village the power of laughter and love, but the greatest joy comes when we give with our hearts, not because we must, but because we want to." Kwena looked at her daughter and realized that Amora was right. The joy was never meant to be a never-ending supply that people took without thought. It was meant to be shared freely, without expectation, and with love. The next day, Kwena gathered the villagers once again. She stood before them and spoke, "The basket of joy has brought us much happiness, but I have learned that true joy does not come from what we have, but from how we give. Let us remember that the greatest gift is not in receiving, but in sharing with pure hearts. I will no longer give from the basket, but I ask that each of you carry the joy in your hearts and share it with others." The villagers, understanding the wisdom in Kwena's words, agreed. They learned to appreciate the joy that came from simple acts of kindness, a warm smile, a helping hand, a laugh shared between friends. The village once again became a place of peace and love, not because of the golden basket, but because they understood that joy comes from the heart. Kwena and Amora continued to live happily, their laughter filling the air and their love filling the hearts of all those around them. The village was forever changed, not by magic, but by the understanding that the greatest treasures are not the ones we hold in our hands, but the ones we share with others. And so, the village thrived in joy, love, and laughter, teaching everyone who came there that the true value of life lies in giving, not just receiving.